Hi guys, welcome to my channel and you're watching Cool Mitochondria. If you're a CBSE student, the one line which has been stuck in your head constantly because it has been repeated so many times is stick to NCRT or NCRT is your best friend. So much so that I almost made a meme on it. Yeah, this is the one. I was just mad at my best friend. Anyways, so we know that NCRT plays a really huge role when it comes to CBSE syllabus. And trust me, all the marks I get is just because I read only NCRT. I haven't touched a single reference book. So you really need to know the exact way to read NCRT and what your mind should be thinking when you're reading NCRT for the first time. So today I'll just be taking like two paragraphs, one from biophysics and chemistry, and I'll be reading it out for you, but I'll be reading it out in such a way that you know what goes on in my brain when I look at the paragraph for the first time so that you can also start implementing it whenever you read NCRT. Okay, so this is 12th grade biology syllabus and we are studying AIDS today. I'll just be taking a small part of it. Let's start. The word AIDS stands for acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. So obviously, your first instinct should be learning the full form of AIDS, that is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. It's going to take a few days if you're hearing it for the first time, but then you'll learn it. And this means deficiency of immune system. So once you read the name, you should be able to figure out what it means. So whatever you read, make sure you know what it means, okay? And it isn't a congenital disease. Congenital disease matlab a genetic disease, okay? So it's it's very important, not a congenital disease, okay? It means it's a group of symptoms. Syndrome matlab a group of symptoms. Symptoms are any kinds of signs which are shown for a disease. And it was first reported in 1981. Dekho, itni detailed studies, if you want 100 marks or if you want to crack NEET, you have to do in that way. But anyways, you should remember that it was first reported in 1981 in USA and it spread all over the world obviously, and it has killed more than 25 million people. These are the details you'll remember when you read NCRT again and again and again, okay? Now, how is AIDS caused? Your first question. By human immunodeficiency virus, that is HIV virus. And HIV virus belongs to a group of viruses known as retrovirus, okay? And these retrovirus, they have protein के अंदर RNA genome, okay? Because virus can either be DNA or RNA. So you should remember that retrovirus is an RNA virus and it has a protein coat on it, okay? And now the transmission of AIDS. AIDS can be transmitted by sexual contact. Second is by transfusion of contaminated blood. Third is by sharing needles. And fourth is by intravenous drugs. So if you see all the symptoms, all the ways of transmission of AIDS, you can see that it's mostly due to exchange of body fluids. So if someone asks you, ki AIDS, how is it spread? It is spread when body fluid of a person who is infected with AIDS goes into the body fluid of a new host or a new person, okay? So sexual contact, obviously there is very intimate contact and there is definitely a chance of AIDS being spread. Transfusion of contaminated blood. Now blood एक इंसान का दूसरे इंसान में जाएगा तो obviously the virus is going to spread along with that. Third one, by sharing infected needles. Needles can be infected by the blood of the other person or any kind of body fluid of the other person. Similarly, drugs, intravenous drugs, matlab the drugs which are given via the veins as an injection form. So yeah, these are the four reasons, 4 ways AIDS can be transmitted. So you can obviously connect with it very easily by body fluid transmission. And the fourth one is also by infected mother to child through placenta, because placenta mein there is exchange of many substances from the mother to the baby. So obviously the virus is also transmitted because there is blood transfusion here too. Okay, and देखो, now you know how it's transmitted. So obviously you'll also know that कौन ज़्यादा susceptible है for getting AIDS. The people who are more risky of getting AIDS, that is, people who have multiple sexual partners, okay, and transfusion of contaminated blood, people who go to blood banks very often, etc. Intravenous drug abusers, so obviously people who take drugs a lot via their veins. and also the babies who are born to a AIDS affected mother. So the next paragraph is just talking about who are the risked people, but you already figured it out by reading the previous paragraph. So this decreases the amount of content you have to learn. The second most important thing about reading NCERT, especially in biology, is diagrams. Okay, so since I know this book, I'm already going to tell you that this diagram which you're seeing here, this completely explains the process of how HIV virus infects the human body. And this entire process is detailed में explanation इसका दिया है in the next page in the form of theory. Now in exams, they wouldn't really prefer reading long answers. So they would obviously expect you to draw this diagram when they ask you the mechanism of action of HIV virus. In that case, you should know this diagram and you have to relate this diagram to whatever content that is written in this page. Okay? And you should draw this diagram and just mention in few points what exactly it depicts. Alright. Now I'm taking a paragraph with lot of content. That is cannabinoids. We're talking about drugs here. Cannabinoids are a group of drugs which interact with cannabinoid receptors. Okay, and where are these cannabinoid receptors present? In the brain. So these are how questions come. So you have to remember. Natural cannabinoids are obtained from the plant Cannabis sativa. So I'm just highlighting the important points which you need to know in this paragraph. Okay. Now this Cannabis sativa plant also, the flowers, the leaves, the resin, etc. are used in various combination to produce these four: marijuana, hashish, charas and ganja. Okay? So done. You've already learnt most of the paragraph. Now generally it's taken by inhalation or oral ingestion and they are known for their effects on cardiovascular system. So now imagine the number of points you've covered here. You've covered where the receptors are present. You have covered where this cannabinoids come from, Cannabis sativa. You've covered the different combinations of cannabinoids, that is marijuana, hashish, charas and ganja. You've also covered how it's taken by inhalation or oral ingestion. And you also know its effects. Their effects are on the cardiovascular system of our body. And now you can also see a diagram here. Here, this is the leaf of Cannabis sativa. This was asked in NEET so many times. They just give the flower and they're like, leaf, and they'll just ask you, ki kya hai ye? You obviously wouldn't notice it on any other normal day, but you have to remember these diagrams in such a way that you can answer questions. Similarly, you have cannabinoid molecule ka sketch here. Okay, there is also opioid ka sketch, morphine ka sketch. The structure. What am I saying? Sketch. Anyways, yeah, the structure is also very important because they'll just give you this molecule and be like, kya hai ye? You wouldn't know it's cannabinoids if you haven't come across this structure. So this is how in detail you have to study NCERT. And don't worry, starting mein lagega ki, oh my god, so many details. But at the end, you'll just realize that the more you read NCERT again and again and again, you'll start remembering these details very easily. Okay, for chemistry, I've taken a really small paragraph from a very huge chapter called P block elements, which I'm pretty sure most of you are gonna hate. But anyways, let's just look at this paragraph because in P block, you get questions from every single line. So let's see reactivity of hydrogen, and we're talking about group 15 elements here. Okay, that is the nitrogen family. So first point you have to note here is all elements of group 15, they form hydrides because sometimes in some groups, not all elements will form hydrides. So they form hydrides of the form EH3, where you can obviously figure out the reason why the formula is EH3, okay? Because H plus के form में होता है and N3 minus के form में. So obviously, you know how compounds are formed. Okay, and where E is all the elements of the group 15, that is nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, tin or bismuth. Okay, so let's come to the properties. Stability of hydrides decreases from NH3 to BiH3. And this is because, look, okay, now every line you read, you have to form a sentence. Why? Okay, so as you know, as you go down the group, the size of the central metal atom or central atom will keep on increasing. Okay, so the more the size increases, the bond between BiH3, the hydrogen and the main central atom will become weaker and weaker. Okay, you can just imagine it. This is complete common sense. So obviously it becomes easier to dissociate the molecule into their constituent units as you go down the group. So because it becomes easier to dissociate it, the bond dissociation enthalpy or the energy required to dissociate it will become lesser and lesser as you go down the group. Okay, bas itna hi yaad rakhna hai. Okay, and then let's come to reducing properties. Reducing properties is the ability to give off hydrogen. We already talked about how bond dissociation enthalpy keeps decreasing down the group. So that means hydrogen is liberated more easily as you go down the group. So obviously reducing character will also increase as you go down the group, because BiH3 can give off hydrogen more easily than ammonia can. Okay, that is done. Now reducing properties is done. Let's come to basicity. Now basicity, it depends on how easily the atom or the compound can donate electrons. As you know, the size increases down the group. So obviously the electron density, matlab the amount of electrons in a given area or of that molecule will decrease. So its ability to donate electrons will also decrease as you go down the group, because electron density is decreasing and size bhi kam ho raha hai. Size zyada ho raha hai, electron density is decreasing. Okay, and the last point you have to note here after basicity is the hydrogen bonding present in NH3. Only 3 compounds in this world will form, 3 elements in this world will form hydrogen bonding, that is oxygen, fluorine and nitrogen. So obviously nitrogen idhar hai and it has hydrogen also in it, in this molecule, ammonia molecule. So obviously ammonia molecule forms hydrogen bonding with itself, with other molecules of ammonia. And when it forms hydrogen bonds, and hydrogen bonds are really strong. So to break those bonds, you need a greater amount of energy. And melting and boiling points also depend on the amount of energy required to separate these molecules so that they go into their respective vapor phases, etc. So since there is hydrogen bonding, the energy required to separate the molecules of ammonia is more, and that's why their boiling points and melting points are greater than that of phosphorus trihalide. Okay, that is it. Okay, in this paragraph you just have to use logic. तुम खुद का logic बनाओ, कोई नहीं. You just have to understand every single line and why a thing happens, for sure. Okay, now let's talk about how to read physics. No, there is one rule you have to follow. You do not read NCERT for physics. Always make your notes in class or whatever your teacher gives. But honestly, if you read NCERT for physics or the derivations given it, you're just going to get confused. Okay, I'm telling this from experience, and I'm pretty sure many people have already told you कि NCERT नहीं पढ़ना physics के लिए, ठीक है? Never do that. You probably have to read 1 or 2 topics which are not given in the notes, etc. And you'll be taught about it by your teachers. Yeah, that was the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what all you want to watch on my channel and which topic I should cover next. And yeah, thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe, and share it with your friends whom you think might need it.